Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you know, you got Sexy Red and stuff. Supposed to have came to a high school to speak to the children. And she came as Sexy Red, as she supposed to, because that's what these colonizers gave her the bag for, to look like that, act like this, and speak like that. You know what I mean? And in this deaf culture that they have us under, the basis of her wanting to come, you know, for them to actually invite her to come speak to this high school was acidine in itself. You know, with no disrespect to anyone, but at the end of the day, to be a degenerate as a nation, that can be a manipulated culture that is pushed on the people to put you in a position and mindset to act like degenerates. Because at the end of the day, that's what's really going on. And this is why someone like her can get invited to a school where education is going on and inspiring to the future to be the greatest productive citizen you could possibly be is happening. But yet still they bring this Sexy Red type of imagery to the children. You know, but I always say that's why they didn't give people like Malcolm X millions of dollars. Because at the end of the day, Leo Muhammad and Khalid Muhammad and different types of brothers that's like that, they speak for empowering our nation and the morality of our nation and the strengthening of our nation. And they can't have that. The people that give out these bags, the colonizers that give out these bags in the millions to these types of talents that lower our morality, that put us in that degenerate category of what you see when it comes to how we are portrayed on their mainstream medias, as well as nowadays social media through our own demise when it comes to us promoting this type of ratchet, degenerate, deaf culture behavior to each other. But hey, they did the right thing because they blocked it in the end and didn't allow her to come and speak in the school because of the way she was being Sexy Red, which was right. Because at the end of the day, the children is imagining a greater future for themselves, and hopefully with some moral basis and some morality behind it that brings them into a more honorable state than what they were seeing. Because this is what it's about. If you want destruction of a nation, you push degeneracy on a nation. That's what you do. You go get out all these different types of rappers that are low-end moral rappers. You know, you see what Puffy going through. Low-end moral rappers. You see what all the people was freaking off and partying with him was about. Low-end moral rappers. And then you bring them up to the heavens, the sky, the wealth of all wealth, and make it seem like they're the greatest people on the planet when they're not. And we all know the people that's sitting up there that's white wigs and the colonizers, those are the ones who actually benefited from the Holocaust of the Aboriginal Negroes of America through generational wealth. And they still haven't gave us any type of reparations, reparative justice in no form whatsoever. They haven't gave us justice no way whatsoever. We can't even get a bill passed from these people. But they'll take the worst talent they can find of us that's willing to take a bag to push all sorts of rhetoric to our children for generations so it can become a program in the mindset of the people so that way we can self-destruct amongst ourselves. This is what they're doing. That's the reality to it. Well, we need to come up out of that. We need to wake up and start to deal with these real attacks that we are under, these silent wars that we are under that no one is talking about, because that is the reality to that. You know, Versace, Gucci, Fendi, blah, 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 blah. Well, do you know that our forefathers used to get branded? You want to be with Versace? Hot iron. Shh. There you go. Now you're a part of the Versace plantation. the Nike plantation, the Gucci plantation. You ain't had to buy a shirt. They just hot iron it right on your back. But now y'all back to this. This is y'all running out to go get these things to put back on your body of the colonizers, as if they cared about you. As if this type of stuff make up who you are. That's called low morals, low moral standards. These materials don't make up who we are. We make up who we are. How we carry ourselves make up who we are. How we see ourselves make up who we are. How we treat our family make up who we are. How we raise our children make up who we are. How we govern our tribe make up who we are. How we govern our nation together as a people make up who we are. And if we don't hold these type of people accountable for putting out the different types of Sexy Reds and many others to be the front runners of what we supposed to look up to in a destructive mind state, in a destructive state of being, then how do we change it if we don't hold them accountable for what they're doing to us? You think they can't get better people to have more morals that still got some of the greatest talent? Because I can name some. I mean, because you go all the way back to the Poor Righteous Teachers and Dad Prez and Public Enemy and all these different types of brothers and sisters, Grand Puba and the different ones that rap without all the violence. Rakim. It was many brothers that rap without all the violence, without the destruction of our people. But guess who took over the industry? The Wish people. And when they took over the industry, saying who they going to give the bag to, they said, well, we only going to give the bag to those that want to put out music that is self-destruction, not political empowerment, self-destruction, not going against the system, but self-destruction. And if you're willing to do that, we're willing to give you all the money in the world. You know, hey, go check out Ice Cube. They said they was doing it. They was getting the bag based off of signing contracts that led us to certain places. LL said the same thing. So you know they doing it. You hear people like, can't think of his name right now, but you get other actors and so on tell you that this is not the agenda of Hollywood. Terrence Howard, this ain't the agenda of Hollywood to empower us, to lift our morality up. Thus, they ain't looking for those type of people, looking for Nas X, Lil Nas X. And then you allow your children to take part in listening to this type of music, going in their ears, into their conscious and their subconscious, and then eventually playing out this type of roles. And then you wonder why you in the boat you in dealing with your household. Same thing with the gangsters and the gangster rappers. All this is going into your child and your teenager and your young adult ears all their whole lives. And eventually that program gets stuck right here. And then when it gets stuck right here, then it becomes right here and it gets played out. And then you wonder why your son is looking at, 20 to 30 or 6 feet deep. Well, we're not holding these people accountable for what they're doing when it comes to putting out this deaf culture and this deaf music to our people. So for the school to actually block Sexy Red from coming in, they woke up to the truth of what they should have been doing from the beginning by not never inviting her to speak to children, because what she's putting out ain't really necessarily child friendly. But hey, who am I? What do I know? Because I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.